Welcome to the Empire's Rampaned, and welcome to a new campaign that I'm going to be starting today in the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 mod for the Total War. We're going to start playing as the Cuman Confederacy, where this is going to be interesting because it's completely 180 from what we were playing before. Now I get to play with a bunch of fucking horse archers, and it's going to be fun having to deal with the Mongol invasion, because I know that's like the biggest thing that we have to really worry about initially, so that's going to be fun. Especially since we got a different religion, so I know a lot of people around us are going to hate us. But no, the attributes, like, we actually get a lot of benefits. I love that rate of fire plus 20% when we're in open field battles. That's going to be amazing. But we're going to get on into this. Again, if you guys are enjoying this campaign, make sure the algorithm gets its stupid sacrifices so I can know how much you guys are enjoying this video. Because we're going to get into this. I think this campaign's going to be a little bit shorter than, or maybe, I don't know. Because I don't want to keep doing just the Divine Triumph campaign victory conditions for these campaigns, just because it takes so long to get there, and by the time that I get to the point for like a Divine Triumph, most often I'm just a raffle stomping my enemies, and there's like nothing they can really do. So I think we're going to go with mainly kind of the main military victory condition, basically, where I want to try and control, I basically want to try and control the steppes. I want to control all the steppes. I'm going to try and use a lot of horse archers for my expansion. I know we actually start with a decent amount of territory initially, which is kind of nice. We do need to make sure that if I'm going to do anything, I personally want to try and have it so I see if I can keep going to the northwest a lot, because I would love if I could actually kind of avoid the Mongols initially until they essentially run out of money, and then let them fight other people, because they really like to like beeline towards Crimea, because that's what happened in my Roman Empire campaign. And so if we, because I could try and abandon the areas I have in the east, technically, and I could really try and just drive my push to the west. We could try that. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we could try something like that. I'm not sure. I do know, I have to see like what kind of buildings we get specifically, because I haven't played as the Mongol factions and, or like, sorry, the Mongol factions, the Muslim factions and or the nomadic factions, and so I haven't been able to see a lot of like what their buildings are. So I'm starting off not making money. Awesome, that's great. That's fucking great. So let's see. So we do actually have quite a few armies all over the place, so I'm not too surprised. But yeah, like I feel like I'd want to like try and push over to you guys, because let's get a state of what we've got. So, okay, the main reason I'm losing money is I have a lot of armies. That's the main thing. Also, our areas are pissed off as hell. So, that's great. I don't even know if I'd be able to really control these areas anyways. I control a lot of territory initially. Like, I really do. It's just they're all so low-powered. Like, really, rating income faction-wide I can get, which is nice. So this also gives me priests. Oh, this is going to be like a perfect building. Recruit cost for cavalry units. Yeah. If rating income faction-wide, that's actually something that, like, we're going to be able to get a good amount of money from, which is going to be nice. Yeah, income from sacking, looting, and raiding faction-wide for the slave market. Okay, yeah, it's going to be interesting that we're going to be doing a very different play style in this campaign. So, do I start at war with anybody? I do not start at war with anybody, but who dislikes me? Honestly, actually, everybody doesn't hate me. Holy shit, that's weird. Okay, so, oh god, what do I want to do with this? Because so many of these areas. Okay, so like this spot here. Okay, if I'm gonna focus on specifically controlling certain areas, whichever ones have the most population should be the ones I focus on keeping. Because does everybody just start at 10k? I think everybody starts at 10k. I don't think we have a really high population. Oh, no, this area. Okay, so I want to keep you. You start at 30k. 10k. And that's, yeah, that's everybody. So, if there is any area I wanted to make sure I keep, it's you. This area starts at 30k people total. And so, I do want to make sure we try and build this area up a bit. But if we look at areas that have the most areas already developed, so it would be, yeah, you I would want to keep because you've got 4 regions already. You do as well. And then anything with like 2 Belgrade I want to keep, but I want to like switch this over first. Gotta love that I don't start off with that. But yeah, we do need to start converting it. This is a nice building though. It gives it lets me honestly, it's the only cultural building I have for religion, but it's the only one I need because it gives me public order. It lets me recruit my priests, gives me more raiding income, and reduces recruitment costs for horse archers, for our cavalry. So yes, so you need to start doing that. Oh god, this is gonna be interesting to see what we want to do because I lose money initially. I do want to have it so that if I'm expanding anywhere, I want to expand to the northwest. Anybody over here, they're going to be hit by the Mongols, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. I do think this campaign... okay, we have a different research tree. It's slightly different. So we are not going to make much money from industry. Reduce penalty from presence of other religions. Okay, so we don't have to worry about converting as much. Oh man, I can really reduce the penalty to other religions. And I do have nomadic stuff too. So, okay. Actually, if that's the case, so if we have the reduced penalty from other religions, maybe these are the guys I should actually try and do the Jewish community thing with. Because I've never done that. I've never tried to make a bunch of money off of interest. So we could try and do that. Let's see. Because I know I would like to get... I almost feel like for you guys, it's 142 turns. I think I shouldn't... Because these each take 20 turns each. Rating income. I still have to focus a little bit down here. I always have to focus on civic a little bit. What gives me my research rate for us? I do know I don't mind the idea of this. Our areas are going to be pissed off as hell. I don't mind the idea of... Well, if anything, reducing the penalty to a total of 40%, that's pretty nice. So we'll go with that research first. Because we'll definitely get some stuff around here first. Disables the legacy technology barter economy. Oh. Oh, so that disables that. Oh, okay, so I would actually be able to get income from... Interesting. I like their tech tree. It's more interesting and more unique. I like that. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, so... I'm just trying to figure out where I want to expand. Because I have to consolidate my forces. This is not a bad area to keep because it's got 4 territories total. I will want to keep the slave market because that gives me more raiding income. Especially since that starts level 3. This I'm going to want to upgrade because it does allow me to get access to a priest. So we can kind of convert my stuff. This is one of the few areas I have that's not pissed off and wanting to riot immediately. You're at -6. Barter grounds. I might switch this to a different building. Racing field, income from cultural. I'm going to be putting this in like every single region. And I can get a slavers camp like everywhere. Yeah, because I can get the research rate from you. There's just so many of my areas are going to be pissed off. Okay, so... This doesn't use food right now. I just don't make a lot of money. But I would like to switch this to something else. That gives me public order, but I really can't. I'd like to switch to the racing fields, because then I wouldn't lose as much money. Road development. We'll keep it as it is. So keep that as it is. I can't upgrade that. Okay, so for right now... I think... Let's expand up to the northwest again. I think we're going to focus on you guys. I don't expect to keep some of my territories for very long. So we'll have to see what we can do. Some of these areas are just going to be so pissy. Religious differences is a big part. If I get this, it'll be a little bit better. But essentially... God, yeah. We just have so much territory. I think we're going to try and go up here. Because, essentially, I'm going to view a lot of this territory I have back here as kind of worthless. And I will not try and... This area I will try and keep. Saxon I will try and keep. This actually has a pretty good amount of stuff built up. I think I'll try and keep that. You I'd like to keep as well. But I think for right now, essentially, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my king. Let's see. What kind of recruits can we get? You do not have a lot of population at all. I do want to use horse archers a lot. So we've got all of you guys. Trying to see their difference in stats. Ammunition is about the same amount. Charge bonus is actually higher than these guys. I find it interesting. These guys have worse melee stats than you. Excellent speed. You also have a better missile block chance. They also take 1 turn to recruit. Because we're going to be losing money. I know we are. But let's try and have it so I want to make my way up here. We're going to go for you first. So we're going to make my way forward. And I'll have it so essentially, can I have you guys recruit more of them too around here? You can recruit some stuff around here. But essentially what we're going to do is I'll be gathering these forces together. We'll gather all my men together. You can force march also. We're going to gather together, go for Chernigov. And then essentially, I kind of want to try and see if I can push really hard to the west. And try and have it so that I can... As again, I don't expect to keep these territories. I expect to lose them. And I don't want to try and focus my money into areas that I know I'm not going to really be able to keep. Because the public order is just ass back here. Let's see. Oh, there was a different religious building. Stone of Balbals. Balbals. Oh, okay, so it's either this or this. They both were naval priests. This one is actually technically a little bit better, actually. This one has the maintenance cost, but it does give me the income from raiding, which means we're going to want to be raiding a lot. So, how much of my movement do we need to go into raiding stance? Requires 50% of my movement, so I will not be able to do that this turn. But we can try and go over here. Same with you. Oh, you might be able to. Because I want to try and see if we can start raiding their territory a little bit. So let's see if I just move a tiny bit. Oh, I might just barely have enough movement for this. Oh, no, I don't. Ah, well. Go into encampment stance at least. Because I want you guys to start raiding the stuff, but we'll have to hold off for right now. Yeah, you guys just be in encampment stance, but yeah, we'll just gather all my men around over here, try and push into you guys. I will expect to lose most of this stuff, and essentially I'll have you stay back around here, because this is not a bad city. I will try and build this one up, because this is one of the few areas I have that has 4 regions at the start, but also I could just try and have it so if I wanted to. Like, these areas don't make me much money. They really, really don't. So we could try and have it so that we just, like, sell those off to other people, possibly. But is there any diplomacy I can do? Because you guys dislike me. Okay, so you guys do dislike me. Trespasses against the Emperor. Yeah, okay, so out of anybody, you guys will be the ones that will hate me the most. But that's fine. I'm already trying to go after you guys. I am technically trading with you guys. And you. And you. But I don't expect that to last long. I actually trade with so many people around me. Oh, God. Am I trading with these guys? I'm not. Actually, I should probably go for you guys first, then, if that's the case. So, I pissed these guys off. But that's fine. Get out of fortify stance. We'll just walk this way. We'll still gather together, but yeah, let's go down here first. This will be easier to hit. It's not going to be as easy to control, but I'll go down this way. That way we can try and have it so, like, hey, I've already got this army over here. I could probably just start sieging that immediately. Yeah, because for the most part, because I am going to be using so many horse archers, I'm going to be trying to starve out areas a lot more. Also, don't want to forget provincial governors. Again, I think I do want to try and keep Moldovia out of all the areas I have. I want to keep Moldovia. Let's see. Let's try and supply, I'd say. Commanded force. Zeal. Cavalry recruits. That's only near army. Although, let's see. So we could just have it so... Let's have you. And then I would say, yeah, Moldova. Because, again, that is the biggest population in my right now out of all my regions. If there's anything that I want to try and keep alive and happy, it'd be over here. Oh! Income from raiding sacking all adjacent provinces. That's not bad, actually. That's actually something I probably use occasionally. But for right now, do the settled tribes, because we need to grow this area more. Because, again, I love to keep this area and actually have it be happy with me. So we've got that, and then I can put up to 6 right now. So I would say, because this might be like the one way we really kind of keep our areas happy, is let's try and just focus more on the western provinces, if anything, because I'm going to have to start making my way over this way anyways. And then I guess I will have to pay for the other ones too. So essentially, right there, and right there. Because again, these would be the main regions I try and focus my attention on, if anything. I can at least have it, so yeah, this gives me public order and income from raiding and sacking all for adjacent provinces. That's not bad, especially if I'm going to have it so that, like, I'm going to probably have to sack a lot more to get more cash. I'm not doing that right now, so we'll basically switch that just before I'm about to attack areas nearby there. So, like, Belgorod does border here, so I will actually put you into the organized raiding campaigns. So you can do that. Technically, this one is 2. I wonder if that will stack. If it stacks, that'd be great. I don't think... no, you technically are adjacent as well. So I'll have these 3 areas all do that. So I should hopefully get a decent amount of money from raiding around here. And if I sack that area, I should get a ton of money. You don't, so you just go with the growth there. And we'll see if that helps. So I'm not losing a ton of money, at least, right now, which is good. Let's see. You guys are at war. Faction encountered. And yeah, you now declared war on me. Fuck you guys. Okay. Well, you're now raiding over here. Yeah, I'll keep this army over here. But again, I kind of expect a lot of my eastern territory I will lose. It's kind of expected. For right now, though, let's see. Let's have you raid this area. So I'll have you... Oh, man, I get a lot of money from that. Beautiful. So you guys are at war with each other. Got all the edicts down. But yeah, no, I'm making a lot of money from you guys being there. Let's have you guys, yeah, kind of, again, group up with us. Am I not taking damage from winter? Holy shit, I'm not. Oh my god. I'm not taking attrition from the winter with you guys. That's amazing. I love it. But you know, I'll start raiding over here. We'll make a little bit of money, and yeah, we're going to try and take this territory. And then I need to just, again, try and keep building up these areas if I can. I'll try to, at least. Because I feel like we need to try and have some sort of consolidated area where we're going to focus our attention on. And I think you guys are doing okay as well. Part of it's like this building here, which I really would want to switch. The best one I think to switch it to is going to be the racing field. We have the food. Never mind, we do not have the food in this area for that. I'd like to switch that out. Because I'll just give it a little more public order. But yeah, so many of these areas are really pissed off. I might have to just be like fighting it. Didn't mean to hit my mic. I might just have to be fighting a bunch of rebels more often, honestly. Because... oh, at least we get a lot of integrity on our armies. That's nice. So that means we should be growing more with our integrity every turn, at least. Because you guys, investment. So they're sieging down over here. You guys have a lot of... Okay. We'll try and see if we'll be able to defend that. I don't know. But we might, again, I don't mind the idea of just ignoring them. Because if I just have it so, let's see. Should be able to. Nope, you do not have enough movement for that. I don't know if you go here, you'd be able to. Yeah, so here. Start raiding. You about here. And then start raiding. Because again, that's how I make my money. And I think, essentially, I think we're just trying to focus on trying to control over here a little bit more. Like, I'll ignore the Mongols! I'm just going to ignore them. Because why not? I could try and have it so that, like, maybe we get you some more recruits around here. I would say if they attack this area, I probably technically want to get more archers. What's the garrison like in this area? The garrison for here, it's okay. I was so used to my giant garrisons. But we could try and do that. Otherwise, yeah, no, I think we'll just leave that alone for right now. I don't think I'm going to have a great chance of trying to, like, push on into you guys with my forces. They have a lot of horse archers. I have a lot of horse archers. It will just be a very bloody war. So I'm going to ignore them, and I'm just going to keep expanding to the west. But yeah, what are the objectives for the military victory? So, because again, I'm probably going to go for this one. So I technically do need to control all the territory I have right now. So essentially, okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, so essentially I need to control down to here and up to here. That's fine, yeah. We need to at least control that and then block, yeah. But yeah, no, I kind of like the idea of pushing more to the west. If I was going to do that, I need to have it so that I probably want to attack. No, I am trading with you. Everybody to the west. Why do you give me trade with everybody to the west of me? I don't want to go and fight the Mongols. I want to ignore the Mongols. I want them to go fight other people. But no, at least for, like, right now, you keep raiding, keep making your way up around here. Like, I'm going to make sure I take Kaffa. And then essentially we're kind of trying to play more akin to an actual, like, nomadic faction. But basically I think I'll hit Kaffa, take this territory, and then I think I'm probably going to go up here and take you guys. Because I want to try and essentially, like, wait out the funds that you guys... Because I know you guys get, like, free money for a couple turns. And I want to wait until you guys run out of that so that it's easier for me to take you guys out. So that is what we're going to basically be focusing on for right now. Okay, so they are going to be attacking us here. I do think we should still try and do whatever damage we can, because this is going to be a walled settlement. And the more I can whittle down their forces as they're making their way to the west, the better for us. So let's see what the layout looks like here, because they have only horse archers. They do have some artillery pieces, but essentially, I'm probably going to focus on defending really close to the city center, so that way they can't just shoot me, and they have to actually try and make their way into the city. Because if I can get... Let's see, if I can get some decent damage on this army, take out maybe a couple of these cav units, we'll slowly whittle them down. Because essentially, I expect to lose the east, but I'm going to fortify the west. And then as they make their way closer to the west, essentially it's like, okay, I'm consolidating over here, trying to build up my power while you guys whittle yourselves down in the east. That's the plan, basically. And I think that works. I think that will do well. I kind of like the idea of actually... So I might try and have it so that my cav unit... I want to try and see if I can sneak you out and have you get rid of their catapults. That way, they can't assault cities. So I kind of like that idea. So I'll try and have it so I will be probably pretty close to the city center, because I want to make sure that if they're going to get into the city, they have to walk up to me more and they can't just freely shoot me. Because if I'm on the walls, on the edge of the walls, they're going to shoot me. They're just going to keep trying to pelt me to death while they're outside. And so I need to make it so, like, force them to try and get into the city. Then I start fighting them. Because if they just freely shoot me, I'm fucked. We do not want that whatsoever. So I'll have to see what we can do here. But if I get any opportunity to take out those catapults, I'm going to. Because then they won't be able to assault my cities immediately. So right now... Yeah, so they're over here. And essentially... Yeah, I like essentially setting up back here. And then you guys... Yep, you can get some missile block chance. So like you guys here... Actually, I might want you guys in front first, because then you guys can kind of soak up some damage a little bit more. But then my archers here in the back. Essentially, I kind of want them to try and go through this area. And then, which one has the bonus versus cavalry? Reload time is way lower, though. It's not high enough that I'd want to use that. Standard shot. These guys have... Let's see. You guys don't have a lot of armor, right? You guys have, like, no armor. So, it'll actually be better for me to go to the standard shot just because the standard shot, base reload is 22. Yeah, base reload is 22. Oh, the base reload is still the same here, but I don't need the armor piercing damage. It'd be 34. Technically the 5. So essentially I do 35 damage with just the standard shot. With this one, I do 34. So yeah, it's a 1 more damage, but 1 more damage per shot. Yes, let's do that. And then you, again, wherever their catapult is, I'd like this guy to try and deal with that. Barricade, I don't have a good spot to put my barricade at all. Well, no, actually, well, that'd assume that they'd actually walk on in here this way. But I could at least put one of you guys here. Yeah, we could do that. Because if I have you guys go here, I can have my swordsman kind of adjust more like so. Like that. Yeah, let's do that. Start the battle. Start deployment. And basically, I want to wait and see what the hell they do with their catapults. Where are their catapults? Because ideally, towers will be just shooting them. I'll get some free damage for that. And then I don't see their artillery pieces. But basically, this cav unit right here, yeah, you're staying back here. Because as soon as I see them, like, charge on in, then I want to try and have it so that what we'll do is... Also, you, again, should also be going to the standard shot. Because, again, they don't have a lot of armor, so I don't need that armor piercing. Unless I'm, like, shooting, like, their general's bodyguard or something like that. But essentially, like, right now... Yeah, just let the towers be shooting. They're trying to break down the gates here. And then... Oh, there's their artillery pieces. There they are. Yeah, I'm killing these things. I'm killing these things. Because if I can get rid of you guys... I might want to wait until they are actually charging into the city, though. So I can have you guys kind of wait a little bit. Because once the gates are down, which is going to take them a while, they'll probably rush on in. Okay, they breach one of the walls, and actually looking at it, I'm actually going to go with extended shot. Because, like, for example, this unit, if I don't have extended shot, it goes to about here. If I have extended shot, they can then get to about here for their shots. It is less damage, but I think that extra range will be far more useful for us. But yeah, they have broken at least like one wall section. Gates, they stop breaking. Okay. I've so far killed 3 guys with my towers. It is something. And at the moment right now, like, yeah, I'm just waiting for them to make their way on in here. As soon as they run out of ammo with their artillery pieces, they'll probably start rushing on in. Because they're going to break this entire wall section, but that's okay. This is why I didn't sit around up here. This is why I pulled back here. This is where I want to defend them. This is a really good area to funnel them. Can you actually run around this area? I don't know if you can actually run around this side. It's hard to tell, actually, if you can or not. I don't think you can. I don't think you can use this, this road here. So, okay. Okay, here they come. Okay, so now let's get you, because again, I want to make sure we destroy these... Oh, they dropped their catapults? They did. Yeah, here they come. Yeah, so we got the extended shot. I'll try and have you guys do that initially, but then switch to standard shot as they get closer. Because right now, I do need the extra damage. And we're just trying to see how much damage can we do to these guys. Because the more damage we can do to this army, the better. And ideally, we'd like to focus down specific units. Okay, I'll have you... They're actually running their catapults into the army here. Okay. You try and... why are you in melee mode? Yeah, try and focus fire into some of these guys if you can. Because let's see. Number-wise so far... Oh, God. This is painful. Like, I'm doing some damage. I've killed 30 guys. Like, this is what I want to do to people, but man, I do not like being on the receiving end of this. Like, we're doing some damage. I'm hoping we can maybe take out, like, 1 or 2 units of cav. Like, that is the hope right now. Because if I can at least make sure we take out specific individual units, that'll be better for us here. Yeah, like, you're doing some good damage here. You're doing good damage, it's just these guys are doing some good damage to me. They're doing a lot of damage to us. Yeah, let's go to the infantry. Yeah, this is why I put the swordsman in front. Try and shoot the general's bodyguard. Try and unload into them if you can. Do what you're able to. Number-wise, killed about 100 guys. You know, this unit's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, spears are already broken. Ah. No, and I did put you into your spear wall formation. Okay, you try and specifically try and keep firing into that general's bodyguard. This guy, actually, I will want to use heavy shot, because he's actually going to have some good armor. Yeah, hey, so this one barricade was actually a pretty good idea. Because now you'll be able to try and focus this unit down. Because that guy's almost actually dead. As again, if I can take out key specific units and make sure they actually die, I'll be happy. So get this guy to less than 10%. Now focus onto this one. There you go. Yeah, this guy, I'm glad you got some good shots at least. So I should have at least killed at least one unit for sure. I think just two. I think I took out 2 full units of theirs. It's hard to tell. What is that guy at? It's at 10. No, so that guy's not dead. You pull away. I want to try and see if I can have it so that you ignore the general's bodyguard. I want to hit that catapult too, but the horses are right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this unit specifically. Because, like, hey, you did some good damage, man. You did some good damage. You got, like, 78 kills. You have a little bit more ammo. Basically, I need you to survive long enough, and I want you to hit this guy a little bit more to guarantee he's destroyed. And then I will be... I think he's going to get away, though. Yeah, I think that guy's going to get away. Okay, because then I don't want to have it so that you trying. Yep, there we go. At least one unit for sure is completely destroyed. I did enough damage that this guy is for sure dead. So that's something. Not amazing. Did 200 damage and weaken them a little bit. That's the whole point of these fights, is to just keep weakening them as they're trying to make their way to the west. Because, goddamn, fighting horse archers is just not fun in this mod. Unless you can get in melee with them. Let's see, so that... Yeah, so I at least killed this guy. I wish I would have been able to catch up to you, so I could have guaranteed at least 2. But no, he's dead. And they just sacked it. And yeah, they're sailing over there. Still find it hilarious. They like to go to the sea so much. I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you doing that?
Our wares have merits which would appeal to your people, and trade enriches all.
I'll take the trade. I'll take the trade. It's not exactly what I want.
Token. Perhaps a gift of coin.
I'm not paying you for that. I need the money. I need my money. Okay, so we got that. So they sacked that there. You guys, again, keep making your way over here. So trying to take this spot. And then, I can't raid while I'm sieging this area, can I? Let's see. King of Georgia will join you guys. I could just raid you guys. And just keep using that as a way to make money. Do we get experience from raiding? Reduce upkeep for land units. I get more food. I could do that, actually. And use that as a way to make it so it's easier for me to develop these areas here. Because, like, this area, it's slowly growing. Like, the conversion right now, it is improving, just not a ton. I can't get a priest just yet from there. But I can grab one from here. Next turn. Next turn I'll be able to grab one from there. Derbent I'm going to be losing. This area is going to rebel. I'm going to lose that. Yeah, people are being attacked over here too. You try and sell the territory. But, you know, I think the best thing is, like, yeah, focusing our attention over in the west. Focusing our attention in the west, weaken them in the east, and then when they get over here, I'll hopefully then be able to actually deal with those forces after they've kind of spread out, used up their money. I think that's what we're going to be doing. My war weariness is going to be going up, though, because I'm going to keep getting my ass kicked. So that's not going to be fun. Okay, you built up your thing here. I'm going to try and We're trying to focus more around this area, so I'll have you grab that. I would like to get some more food around here. Let's see. Maybe this is the same thing as all the other factions. I definitely want to get more money from the animal husbandry, so we're going to go with the cattle herd. As I think we'll go with that for right now. Grab that. Basically, these two areas for sure I'm going to be putting a lot of money into because they're the furthest west I can get. And I'm just going to keep raiding this area. I'm going to keep raiding this area for right now because I could assault it. But I also don't know if I'll get much of a benefit from assaulting it right now, honestly. Like I could. Oh, this area can grow. Not sure if I'm able to build anything that will actually get me more public order. But it can grow. Yeah, so many of my areas are just really pissed off. I can be able to keep these areas. They're the only thing kind of keeping me fucking afloat. Yeah, this is why I feel like, let's see. Yeah, because, like, if I go with the Judaism thing, I can get just a giant stockpile of money, and that will be how I make my money. I could put that in Kaffa, actually. I could try and do that. Actually, I'm going to try and see if I can get this to rebel, and then I take it from the rebels. And then we could try and have it so, like, I just try and save up money for right now. God, this is going to be a weird campaign at start, because, like, I can't 1v1 the Mongols. I can't win against these fights right now. Unless they're spread out. And or weakened. And so right now, honestly, if I would have been able to somehow get an army here to hit them when they're at sea, that would have been perfect. But I don't have a fucking navy. If I'm going to start losing all my trade over in the west, I'm going to start pushing over there more. Because the only reason why I haven't been is because of all that trade I have right now. Because that's I think I actually have to double check and see how much money do I actually make from my trade. Yeah, you guys are going to assault here probably next turn. Yeah, because at least I'm not the only person that the Mongols are fighting. Because they are fighting other people. So, like, them spreading their attention out is good for us. Population surplus. I still have that over there. I just don't know if I want to build anything. I'm just not making as much money now. Because, like, hey, you guys got raiding here. This is, yeah, that's Wallachia. I want to go over there. Because if you guys broke your trade agreement with me now, I see no reason why not to go over to you. I'm going to probably become a nomadic faction. I just know it. Okay, I'm going to stop raiding there. And then honestly, I kind of want to just make these into like one army. I need to keep at least the spearmen for like sieges. Javelins, honestly, I think you're worthless. So I'm going to get rid of you. But then I've got then... Actually, you know what? Perfect. This army here. Give me all this stuff. And then you, I'm actually going to disband. Yeah, because I make more money without you there. And then this army, I barely make cash. You make your way over here. I'm going to go deal with that army. You keep raiding. Keep making me some money. You're the dude that's just around to try and make me money. Because raiding right now, it doesn't tell me how much money I'm making from that. Let's see. So, traded income. Let's see. So, other... Does it not tell me raiding income? Raiding. I make 126. That's it. It's not much, actually. But yeah, I'll have you keep raiding this area. You can keep doing that. But yeah, let's go over... Yeah, you guys are sieging here. Got that built up now. Is there upkeep for priests? No, it's just the initial recruitment cost. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the guy that's... Oh, yes. Yes, especially that one. I'm going to have it so you... I need you to bring yourself over here, because I need to keep watching over these territories. Because essentially right now, I'll be trying to get rid of this army over here with you guys. I'll be pushing on in to try and... I'll probably maybe just sack your stuff, because again, I need to start building up a stockpile of money. And I think I am going to try and grab one of the Jewish buildings, and I'll try and get that interest for money. Or we can just go with the idea of just, hey, using a lot of sacking and raiding to supplement my cash. Because, yeah, I'm about to have a rebellion over here, but that's... Yeah. God, I almost wonder if I should just abandon my areas and go nomadic. Full nomadic. I could. Because I think I can go fully nomadic. I just have to lose all my territories before that happens. Because if that happens, I'll probably just start making my way to the west, continuously do that, and then I'll have to come back and conquer my lands later. We'll have to see. If I can hold all my territories, I'll try to, but I might just have to go full nomad. Oh, I love that you guys did a night battle. So this army actually isn't helping. I'm going to try and defend this again myself. We did an okay amount of damage last time. Again, the goal is to try and do as much damage as we physically can to their units, and if I can get anybody to be reduced down to nothing, that'd be great. Like, if we can just take out, like, a few any units and just barely hold, that'd be great, but they're probably not likely. They don't have any siege equipment, so they have to break down a gate to be able to get on inside. I do think, so I have a lot of spearmen. I feel like basically what we're going to probably try and do is we wait until they break through the gates, and then I have to rush to the gates to try and fight them in melee. Because if I sit on the edge of the walls, they're just going to shoot me. We've seen this happen before. The guy on a barricade did an amazing amount of damage because they actually kind of ignored him. So he was able to do a lot of free damage. So I'll have to try and see where I can put my barricade. But thankfully, again, you guys have to break down gates to get on inside the city. So you'll have to try and do that. I would love if I could try and get my archers to... Because I could try and put you guys on the walls. It's just I know you guys get shot at a lot. And I'd rather wait until they get on inside, rush my spearmen in, and basically try and have my archers far enough behind that basically like my spearmen are trying to soak up the damage as they're trying to rush on inside. Because I have spearmen. I have a lot of spearmen. I have 7 units of spearmen in this army. Like, that's not bad. I also have a general's bodyguard in here because of the governor. So we'll try and see what you two can do. Basically, so they're over here. Let's see. So there's a barricade. Yeah, barricade right here. That's not a bad spot for a barricade. Can I put 2 guys on there? I can try and have you two basically here. So try and... Yeah, you two on the barricade. They... Actually, wait. Is this the same city layout? I think it is. It is! Oh, that's perfect, actually. Because they can't physically get up into this area here. Do I want to keep my guys in the barricade? It's my cav. I'll have you guys over here, and I'll try and, like, flank, essentially. I've got the catapult here. You should be here instead. Be there. They can't use these ladders. They have to break down a gate. Yeah, no, because, like, they can't actually run around this way to get inside the city. Can I use this? I can use this barricade, too, actually. I love how this barricade is just always here. So the only way in, if they go here, they'd actually get stuck. Not the worst thing. So I think I'm going to have my spearmen hide back here. And then, essentially, once they get through the gates, spearmen rush forward. And then essentially we'll just try and see, like, will this work? And then I'd love to have you try and shoot the general's bodyguard if you can. Specifically try and target him. So try and target the general's bodyguard. They keep moving around a lot. They're going to have to break down the gates. So we at least know, like, what they're specifically going to be trying to do. But yeah, you try and shoot this guy. Oh, is my general really being shot at already? Oh shit, you guys do have enough range over here. Fuck. Okay, pull back. Pull back over here, because I don't want you guys being shot at right now. They just have so much fucking range. But yeah, no, so you guys there. Break down this gate, and then I can charge all my spearmen in to try and blob this area up. But again, just like how my general's bodyguard are being shot over here, I want to make sure that you guys don't get to just freely shoot me. Because I'd love if they, like, try and run up here, and then I could just, like, shoot them with the guys that are on the barricade. Because, like, I'm hoping you guys could do... Oh, again, you guys, the heavy shot is not going to deal that much. Try and do the standard shot. Try and do the standard shot there, because I need... They don't have a lot of armor, so we can try and take advantage of that. Okay, so now they're through the gates. Now I want to have it so... Let's start rushing my spearmen forward. Because now we need to start going on the offensive here a little bit. So essentially you guys are trying to rush on into melee with them. Now we're trying to have it so, yeah, archers. You guys just start unloading. Doing what damage you can. It's 20%, 22 so far. Okay, there we go. Just get in melee. Just get in melee with these guys. We can actually do a good amount of damage to these guys. You guys just kind of push on in there, because they physically can't get through this way. So they have to go through the barricades. So at some point, they'll have to get in melee with my barricades. I think my general's bodyguard, let's bring you back up here. You guys are taking a little bit of damage, but I'm doing damage. My guys are already broken. Awesome. You've barely lost anybody. You fucking kidding me? Morale is ass on these units. How bad is it? Morale 8. Yep. That's fucking great, guys. That's great. Well, if anything at all, the main hope, and the main thing I'm hoping for, again, is archers will do a ton of damage. That's the main hope. So, like, you guys are trying to, and you're doing some good damage. But my guys broke. They're not capturing them, which is good. It's just I'd love for these guys to come back. It's just, yeah, you guys are breaking. That unit's almost low enough that it'll be considered destroyed. But yeah, you guys just, yeah, keep fighting. I think we'll take out like 70 guys so far right now. Yeah, just don't break, please. Keep fighting, because in melee, I can do more damage to them. I'm just hoping we can properly, like, take these guys out. Make this guy get low enough that he's considered destroyed. Run into melee with the horse archers now. Just run into melee with whatever's trying to push on in here. Yeah, because again, just keep fighting against these guys. The more damage I do, the better. Because I just want to keep... Oh, make sure this guy. Hit this guy. This guy, I just need to get him less than 4 to 5 guys. Because once he's below 10%, then he's properly dead. But there we go. So that goes all my infantry. Good job, guys. You guys did... Come on, show me the thing. Not bad. Not bad. Now, you guys have to make your way towards my archers. So, I should be able to do some good damage here. I'm going to have you guys go to extended shot. Just make sure that guy's dead. The more units we can single out, the better. Yeah, I want you to specifically try and hit... Do you guys not have enough range? I thought you guys said you did have enough range to hit that guy. Okay, if you don't, then just do standard shot. Do standard shot. They'll then start trying to make their way through here. You guys up here as well. Again, also standard shot since they don't have a lot of armor. They're not doing a lot of damage. Can you hit these guys with the standard shot? Because if you can hit over there, might as well. I prefer you try and hit this guy, but doing whatever damage we can, like try and hit over here. This big ass blob is what I want to shoot. I want to shoot the really big blob because so far we've been able to do about 200 kills. Guys, can you listen to me and shoot the person I'm telling you to shoot, and not just pick random ass targets? Yeah, because you have been shooting. Yeah, that guy's almost dead. I don't think they can technically win this fight because they're not pushing into the barricade. I'll put you over here because you have a better shot over here. And yeah, try and take this guy out. I'd love for you to focus this unit. Yeah, try and hit this guy because we can get him less than... He's at 14 right now. I need to kill like 10 guys in that unit. And then I'd be able to properly, like, fully kill that unit off. But if they don't run all the way up to me, I actually might hold this territory. Because, like, right now, this is like a perfect defensive city layout against the Mongols. Yeah, because, like, you now pull back. It's because of this barricade. I don't know why this barricade exists on this map, and I can't destroy it. The only barricade that is destructible is this one. And I don't know why this one exists. But I'll probably try and have it so that if you guys don't pull forward more, I'd like to move these guys up and have them start trying to shoot over here again. Actually, I'm just going to try and put my guys right here. So if we put you guys like right here, I'll have you guys an extended shot again. Just open fire. See what damage you can do. We've been able to take out about a third of the enemy army so far. I'd love if you guys could hit more of these guys. Well, some of them are kind of making their way forward. Yeah, please kill this guy. Come on. Get him less than 4. Get him less than 4 units, and then that unit will actually properly be considered dead. Oh, come on, so close. Did they get less than 4? Let's hit 5. There we go. That's good. Now try and ignore that unit. Try and focus these guys now. Ignore him, because that unit's now fully destroyed. But no, I think I'm actually going to be able to win this fight, just because, again, for some reason they're not trying to go for the barricade, for whatever reason. Okay, so we're able to do a decent amount of damage to them. Still, yeah, about a third of their force. Wish they weren't so fucking stupid. Just sitting here. Guys, all you had to do is go and break this barricade, and then you'd be able to get into the city. Honestly, if this army had more archers, I could have done even more damage. And at least I've been able to so far, like this tower, just occasionally keeps getting shots into them. So like, hey, I've been able to do some damage. I at least took out that one unit for sure is fully dead. But at least right now, like, hey, that's not bad. We did some damage, we survived, and held this area longer. Because essentially that's what my eastern territories need to do. Is just delay the Mongol invasion as long as possible and whittle them down. Because I think, especially with me sending over my my shaman, my priest, over to the west, I will start trying to focus on making sure that those areas are happy over there, start consolidating. I am going to go to war with Wallachia. I'm definitely going to go to war with them. I don't know if I'm going to take their territory for right now, because I think for the moment, we're just trying to use that as a way to like get some more money into our territory. And I do think I'm gonna try and go with the not Jerusalem, the Jewish building for once. Because if I just get a big stockpile of money, I can make interest off that. And if I am kind of going a more nomadic way anyways, I just have to make sure I defend like maybe like one city basically, and I can try and just use that as a way to fund my wars right now. Because at the moment, things are just gonna be interesting. But at least we'll hold here, draw my ass. It should be considered a win on my part. But yeah, we at least took out at least one unit for sure. This guy almost died. This guy almost died. So we almost killed 3. But yeah, 281 kills. That's not bad. My infantry just got bodied. That's great. The morale is just so ass. That's wonderful. But there we go. So at least I think that will push them back at least. So yeah. Oh no, they did lose that guy. Hell yeah! Even better. I actually kind of want to grab the money. Grab the money there. They're still sieging us. Yeah, there's a rebellion over there. That rebellion's going to pop up soon. And honestly, the rebellions are maybe not the worst thing, because then that can kind of harass them as well a little bit. Yeah, so we've got a rebellion over here. You guys are at war. At least I did some good damage. Yeah, like we did some good damage there. Local province. Oh, that's really nice. Oh yeah, I'm glad you guys keep getting that. Okay, so disease outbreak. Awesome. That's great. Let's see. So be it worth the following faction. Not yet. But yeah, again, let's make sure you start beelining over here. It's gonna be your job. This area's a little upset. I need to keep raiding, so I'm still making money. And you're trying to make your way over here. So yeah, try and make your way over this way. And then this is my king. Yeah, I'm also going to have you grab that. This is more public order in the local province you're in. But yeah, you're making your way on up over around here. We'll try and take these guys out. And I just need to start getting... I need to get a stockpile of money. I really do. And basically... I'll probably put that over here, actually, once this grows. Because I feel like I'm going to have to stay around here a lot. And I think I can just try and keep raiding people to keep getting more money. But, like, I'm going to try and build that stockpile up. You know what? I'll take this. I only have to pay you 100, but you're actually willing to join on in this war. I'll take it. I'll take it, guys. Let's see, they're going to attack here again. Well, we'll try. I'm going to try the same thing, because honestly, it worked well, and it let me do some good damage. They did a night battle again. Thank you for being idiots. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do the same bullshit last time. They're attacking from a different angle. So this time, they're attacking from this angle. The gate's already broken. And this side, I can put a barricade here, but then they'll be able to get around this way. So we'll have to see how we can do. Because I'm hoping we can still do some good damage. I don't know why it won't let me put you guys on that thing. Because essentially, I'd love to be able to be kind of set up on these wall spots here to try and kind of shoot you guys, but for some reason they won't let me. Hey, let me put me on this one, but not this one for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, no, for right now, just kind of back up, because they're probably just going to push forward immediately. Yeah, they're trying to just shoot the catapult. I'm so sorry, man. You're so dead. What I'll probably honestly be doing is I'll probably be telling you guys, if they run in around the backside over here, I'm going to have you just charge into melee, because you might be able to do some good damage in melee. But yeah, you make sure you're on extended shot. Then extended shot, do what damage you can, and I'll be just putting more people up here whenever I can. Right now, they're not firing, which is actually pretty good for me. So if you guys can just keep firing into this spot, then I'll just keep switching people out. Number-wise, I've only killed 3 people so far, but yeah, we got to like start working through their health right now. Because you can't shoot them with standard shot, can you? No, you can shoot some guys. Yeah, okay. If you can shoot some guys, do that with standard shot because you'll do more damage. You'll kill guys faster. So kind of do that, and then I'll get ready to switch you guys out whenever you run out of ammo. So you start making your way up here. This guy's almost out of ammo, so pull back.
One of our units can no longer fire.
You guys get closer. You get on the barricade. For some reason... Oh, God, they shredded that unit. Oh, that's painful. That is so painful how much damage you just took there in that shot. Okay, you guys go standard shot. Try and shoot like this guy. Just do what damage you can, guys. Any damage is good damage. And then again, I think for you guys... I'm going to tell you just go into melee. I'm not going to have you sit around here. So try... Okay, yeah, go into melee with these guys. Anybody that's low... Try and kill them, and make sure that we're going to get them low enough they're properly destroyed. That one's not fully destroyed yet. I'll try and get you to run into melee here, too. Come on, get this guy down. Yeah, down to 5. Okay. Yeah, keep fighting over here. And then let's do... debuff you guys a little bit. But yeah, my general's bodyguard, just fight here. And then to see if you can whittle these guys down. Try and get over here. You guys get set up over here. Just start firing. We're going to make sure at least you give a last hurrah for this fight. Because, yeah, make sure you can try and get this guy less than 6. Get him less than 6, and then that unit will be considered dead for sure. Yeah, you guys get on in here as well. Get on in melee. Fight with your lord. We're not giving the city up without a fight. Like that's... We've almost taken out half of the army. It's like we're doing good damage when they strike us here like this. Because you guys right now... Yeah, because you... Try and keep hitting these guys. Come on, get this man down to less than 7. Okay, next one. Yeah, because you are actually doing some good damage. Yeah, 51 kills so far. Ah, he's dead. That's what I want to see. Like, I'm actually doing a lot of damage. We only have like 290 guys left. Again, just try and do what you can to these guys. We're trying to take out as many individual units as possible. Yeah, there goes the general. Well, it was worth a shot. Now, archers, try and do what damage you can. To try and see... Yeah, like, try and hit this guy specifically. Yeah, no. Valiant defeat. There we go. Hey, we almost took out this entire army with these sieges here. So I'd say that's worth it. So we did some good damage. We're able to try and have it. So now we've beaten the back a little bit. Whittled them down. So at least these guys, the Yuls of Yoki, these guys are almost fully destroyed. So if I actually came back around this way and hit these guys, I think I'd actually be able to do some good damage and properly finish them off. Yeah, I took out at least some units there. And they sacked that area again. Oh, they've got more forces. Yeah, trying to get rid of you guys is going to be a pain in the ass. This is why I want to focus so much on the west. Like, you guys can take the east, burn it down, let all my stuff rebel over there, that's fine. Yeah, you're raiding over here still. I need you to hurry up, man. Osen, you need to get over here sooner rather than later, as I need to make sure that these areas are happy. Because right now, this area is about to rebel. I almost want to let it rebel. I think I might, honestly. Just so I can kill an army and get some money from that. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to raid that stuff. Actually...
Get moving. We will hear them scream.
I'll raid my own territory. Fuck, I'm about to have a rebellion. Raid my own territory. Makes me save a bunch of money on upkeep. So, yeah, at least these guys are joining on in. That's something. But yeah, we're going to start trying to have it. So yeah, we're about to have a rebellion over here, so I'm just going to raid my own territory. Because then that'll allow me to... Oh, I'm glad I'm not going to be the target of crusades. That's great. Imminent rebellions. Awesome. That's a plural. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so Moldovia. Yep. Up here. Oh, that one I knew about. I just don't want to lose any of my good territories. I just don't have anything that I can really do to stop it. So, I'm trying to save up money. I need to get that up to 4. It does have the public order from that. We already have, like, no food here, too. Oh, God. I do just feel bad. I'm literally going to have it, so, like, I'm going to specifically try and stay around these 2 areas, keep killing rebels, and I'm going to try and get the Jewish building. I'm going to try and get that. So we need to get more growth into one of these territories so I can build it. Although, it requires... Not relay stations. Well, what do relay stations do? Road development 100. Holy shit. Oh, yes. I'm going to want that at some point. But no, I need... Yeah, I need this research so I can get the first version of it, so I can get that 1% interest rate. Oh, I love how the rebel army that spawned is basically mini rebels, or mini Mongols. Okay, so population surplus over here. I'm not going to be able to control this area. I still have that population surplus over there. I want to use it, but I need to save my money. Military investment. Yep, now there's sieging over here. Oh, God. Yep. Try and complete. You guys now built that, at least. Like, this area is doing a little better. A little bit. I did also try and have it so that, I was going to try and actually get you married to somebody else, but, I don't want disloyalty right now, so I will give the blessing. I was going to try and have you married to somebody, but you don't have enough points. But yeah, we're trying to get a bunch of brides right now. Getting some more cunning, I think, is okay. Or losing cunning, I think it's fine. Rejection, bounce power, and then rejection. Awesome. Awesome. Gotta love it. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get rid of you. So let's get rid of this guy. I want to fight this myself because I should take literally no damage whatsoever. Because I need to minimize my casualties as much as possible in this campaign because of the fact that I just have this. This is my army. Because I'm going to be trying the plan of essentially, I'm focusing... honestly, I'm going to purposely cause rebellions to farm money. And I will use that as a way to like just keep building up these areas. I'm going to try and get money to just make a stockpile, get the Jewish buildings, get some interest, and try and get a shit ton of money that way. Because right now... Oh, God. The fact that you start such a large faction in this campaign is just interesting. And I'm at war with the Mongol Empire, and I have to like outlast them long enough to be able to do something. And again, if I lose all my territory, I'll become a horde. And then I'll go to... Fuck, I don't know, Iberia maybe? I'll go somewhere. I'll just wander around the world. We'll have to see if that's going to happen. I'm going to hope that doesn't happen. I want to actually survive and like properly build up the empire. The Cuman Confederacy. That's the hope here. But you know... Us being on the open field, like that's one of the things I know we want to really focus on because we have so many horse archers. Like we get that 20% increased rate of fire. Let's get rid of this fog. That's good enough. Oh, that's just a cool looking area. This is honestly one of the coolest maps I've fought in a while. Let's group you guys up. And you guys up. Because essentially, actually, I think that's fine. Yeah, you guys in your own little group. Yeah, because I want to see Morale's really nice for you guys. Because I want to see like how much the rate of fire difference is. And again, for the most part, against like these unarmored targets, see these guys are... I think it's okay. So let's start the battle. Get you guys just outside of their range. You guys also outside of their range. Surround them. And essentially, we'll want to open up with that barrage immediately, because I'm hoping that essentially we'll just destroy this army with like the first volley. These guys, you just stand there and look pretty. You literally are not needed except for sieges. That's the only reason I have you in this army, is because I need you for sieges. Otherwise, this is a horse archer based faction that needs to take advantage of horse archers. So yeah, you guys get over here. I'll get these guys. Okay, make sure you unload, do the barrage. You guys start charging forward. And then I'll have it so that you guys, yeah, kind of make sure you pull back away from them. Do not get in melee if you can help it. Like, yeah, try and get over here. You guys get over here. Keep pulling back. You two kind of go here. You guys here. Yeah, that horse archer's practically already almost dead. Yeah, just kind of pull back around. Melee cav, finish this guy off. He's broken. Okay, you guys I thought were routing there for a second. Thankfully you are not. Yeah, these guys try and get in melee with this unit. That's your job right now. Get you there. Do you guys not have a barrage ability? You do. Not be in melee mode. Yeah, you already have the heavy shot. But yeah, just focus fire on the Jones bodyguard. Yeah, this one guy's taking a little bit of damage because they got into melee with you. Not exactly what I want. Okay, there we go. Get in melee with my cav. Go. Yeah, so like 20-ish casualties is not bad for this. Pull away from those spearmen. Yeah, because this guy's already being shot at. Yeah, you guys just make sure you use that barrage ability of yours. A melee cav is almost dead. And then we'll just have to have it so we open up on these spearmen. So there and there. This guy's slowly dying. Let's see. That guy is down to... Okay, he's pretty much dead. Oh, I love how much damage we just did to these spearmen. Like, that's going to be the thing I'm going to love in this campaign. Is the fact that I can do so much damage to infantry out in the open field. You guys just unload into this poor bastard. Yeah, because you guys have an increased rate of fire. Make sure you kill him, get a little bit more in there, because I want to make sure he fully dies. There we go. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, we lost about 60 guys. But I want to try and minimize casualties as much as possible. And now we'll have it so I'm just going to, again, we're going to start trying to get a stockpile of money. I'll try and grab the Jewish building. Technically, I need to put it somewhere I can protect it, so I can actually get the money from that. Or we don't go with that idea and I just try and get more money from raiding. Either one, really. We'll have to see. Yeah, grab the money. Grab the money there, and then I'm getting replenishment. Me raiding my own territories honestly isn't the worst thing, just because of the fact that it does reduce my upkeep. Let's get the... Yeah, I want to get down to the movement range stuff. So I want to get down to the movement range stuff there. Trying to keep gathering money. I know you're still just continuously raiding around here. I'll move you closer to my own territory, though. Because these areas are all going to break. Yeah, because technically... Oh, also it costs, like... Oh, there's another... Yeah, there's the rebellion over here. I'm going to hope I can just win against you guys here. Or if anything, I'm going to hope that, again, these guys go to war with the Mongols. That's the hope. Any rebels I have, I hope they go to war with the Mongols, basically. Alrighty, they're pushing on in here once again. I do at least have more men in this fight here. But I think for right now, I'm going to save this for the next video, because I'll probably have to properly do this fight myself. They have, again, no infantry, so maybe we'll be able to do some good damage. What layout is it, at least, so we can know that for the next time here? Because I think we're doing well against them. I just need to consolidate my forces and gather my power and be able to come back over here. And basically, I'm just trying to outlast them so they stop having so many armies. That's my hope. But I'll save this for the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, let me know down in the comments down below. Love what you guys have to say about this campaign and stuff in general. But this is Rampaned. I'll see you guys next time.